Today I'm going to show a book review of 11 David Walliams books. Let's get started. And be sure to like and share this video and subscribe and smash that like button. And ring that notification bell to always find out new updates stuff first. Let's get started. Number 1 is The Boy in the Dress. I say it's very good. It's very nice to read about it. So it's just about a boy in a dress, as you can find out by the title, just written. So I would say that it's very nice, and it's just about a boy in a dress that a girl that she found out that he found gave him a dress to wear, and because of that dress he couldn't play his best sport, football. His teacher, his headmaster banned it. So in the end, I won't tell you if he won in the huge football match. But his dad argued with the headmaster as he was very bad. I would very recommend this book to read. Number 2 is The World's Worst Teachers. For some reason, this is very heavy. And this is even more fatter, but is a lot more less heavy. So it's about 10 teachers that are very bad. Some are male, some are female, and I would kind of recommend to read it, but it's very disgusting, and especially the tales. It's kind of disgusting, I'd say. And I would still recommend it, as it is still funny. Next is Billionaire Boy. It's about a boy that is a billionaire and that his dad is very famous and rich. Actually, he's the richest man in the world because of making some weird underwear or toilet paper. So because of that, he's very rich and nobody wants to know. Actually, he's transferred schools. The kid over here transferred schools, and when he transferred schools, he wanted everybody to not know that his dad is rich for some toilet paper. So it's very interesting, and I would recommend it. Totally recommend it. Number 4 is Gangster Granny. Now it's kind of funny. It's about a gangster who is a granny, who is a famous, at least was a famous gangster, and they were plotting to steal the crown of Elizabeth II. So in the story, in the end, there's a very weird, there is a mystery that is very surprising about this. So I hope you find out, and I would really recommend this book. It's one of my best ones. Number 5 is Slime. Now, this is about a boy who had a prankster girl who always pranked him, and his mom and dad were very nice, but everybody else wasn't. The kids were alright, but the parents, or at least the grown-ups, were very nasty. So it's about a boy that gets revenge for all of the problems that the grown-ups have caused, and they live on an island that have 999 people on it. So I want you to very much read this book because it is funny. It's about a boy called Ned and used blubbery creature called Slime. Together they brought justice on top of the grown-ups. It is very good, and I recommend you to read it. Number 5 is Awful Auntie. Now, this is about an auntie that's awful, as you can read by the title. There was once a girl which had 2 parents, mother and a father, which were very rich and had like a huge museum. I mean, not museum, but like a used fortress. So I would say to read it because it's also about an auntie. When his parents died, the girl's parents died, then the awful auntie, or at least the auntie, came over to take care of the girl, but she didn't take care. She put him in the basement, which had nothing to do. It was the auntie with an owl somehow on her shoulder who was taking all the things in the grand fortress. So instead of the girl being happy with her her aunt, it was the aunt who was having all the fame of being inside the house. So I recommend this book. Number 7 is Grandpa's Great Escape. Now, it's about a grandpa who has become confused. He thinks he's still in World War II because he was in World War II pilots. So they went to an adventure. First they went to an Imperial War Museum for Grandpa's Spitfire. It's one of the best and legendary planes that was ever invented. So after they couldn't steal it because it was hanging from the top. Because of that, they went to 2 detectives, but they came out from the detective, and you will find out why if you read this book, which is totally recommended, and it is very great. And the 2 detectives are, well, kind of weird and stupid. So I would also recommend this book. Number 8 is Demon Dentist. This is one of the fattest books ever made, and it's about a dentist who is very mean and evil, checking out this boy's teeth, as you can see from the picture. I won't tell you more, but it is 100% recommended. Number 9 is The Midnight Gang. So what happened was this boy went to a hospital because when he was playing in sports, a baseball hit his head very hard. So his sports teacher brought him to the hospital, and with that, he formed a midnight gang. I won't show you how, or at least tell you how, but you will have to find out when you read this book, which is totally recommended. And together, everybody has a dream. Even I have a dream. So they make everybody's dreams come true. And this is 100% recommended. Next is The Beast of Buckingham Palace. So it's in Britain. It's about that sunlight hasn't came to Britain for 50 years because of pollution, and because of that, in the huge castle, or at least fortress, there was a royal family, and his kid called Alfred. The king's kid was called Alfred, and he had never seen the sunlight because he was only 12 and sunlight wasn't there since 50 years. I won't tell you ahead or why it's called The Beast of Buckingham Palace, but it is recommended. And if you have nothing to do, then you can really read this. Last one on the list is The Ice Monster. It is very great. Like The Beast of Buckingham Palace, this was about the future, but this is about the past. The year is 1899, and the girl, who is an orphan, she finds out about a huge ice monster, lets him free. She thought that she could make friends with him, but sadly he had to go back home, so they went back home through a ship. I won't tell you what's more. I won't tell you more in detail, so you should totally read this book. 100% recommended. Thank you you so much for watching this video. Like, share and subscribe and hit that notification bell.